It has taken the entire first season of Supacell to bring the main cast together, but it finally happens in episode 6, which is fittingly titled Supacell rather than named after an individual character. But the ending of the show is not a happy one, even if it might end up being a good thing for fans. Season 2 is ready and waiting, but Michael learns the hard way that the future isn't so easily changed. The lab we have been seeing glimpses of throughout the series is several stories beneath Ashington Estate, a condemned building swallowed by undergrowth and apparently on the cusp of being knocked down. Dion learns this from Jasmine's father, who had tracked her there when she initially went missing. An overprotective father, he had slipped a cheap tracking device from Amazon into her bag. When he followed it, though, he was warned away under threat of harm being done to Jasmine. This facility is where Ray has been monitoring events. It's also where Jasmine, Charlene, Andre, and others are being held, and where we saw the woman, who is revealed to be Tazer's mother. More on this in a bit. At the start of the season, be killed while trying to escape. As you might have pieced together throughout the season, all of the characters with superpowers have some kind of connection to sickle cell. Sickle cell is an inherited health condition that affects the red blood cells, and it's particularly common among people from African and Caribbean backgrounds. Michael's mother has it. Sabrina had mentioned that her father has it. Jasmine's father had it and was cured by Jasmine, and Andre told AJ it has been present in the family. While in captivity, Ray explains to Andre that Supacell is a mutation of sickle cell, which explains why it's predominantly black people who have it. It can lay dormant for years until it's activated either by a moment of extreme stress or close proximity to another Supacell. The hooded hunters are agents of Ray, sent to capture other Supacells. He pitches a job to Andre doing the same thing, promising a good salary and more time with AJ if he agrees. Both Taser and Sabrina are looking for Crazy. He tells the former to meet him in A-Town or his grandmother will be killed. Under some duress, Taser passes this information to Sabrina, but it takes Rod to translate. A-Town is a slang nickname for the Ashington estate. Everyone heads there to confront Crazy, who is revealed to be the leader of the Hunters. His power is being able to use any other Supercell's power. This is, we're to infer from dialogue, pretty unique, and the reason why he has been pushed to the top of the food chain by Ray and his overseer, Victoria. Andre is one of Crazy's hunters, though it becomes clear in the ensuing fight that he doesn't want to hurt anyone. However, Sabrina and Taser kill several of the hunters. Michael is able to stop time for long enough to tell Dion to run back to the car and convince Andre to switch sides, which allows the gang to take out everyone else and leave Crazy as the last man standing. The ending of Supacell is a tragic one for Michael since it proves that the future isn't so easily avoided. Despite having been assured by his future self that assembling all 5 members of the gang would prevent Dion's death, Michael's efforts to save her only ensure her demise. Outnumbered, Crazy volunteers to take the gang inside the facility using a device he has in his back pocket that opens a portal. He also reveals to Taser that his mother, who he has spent his life believing abandoned him, was held in Ashington Estate for years and eventually killed for trying to escape. We know the bit about Taser's mother is true, but the portal thing is a ruse. Crazy uses the opportunity to kill everyone, including Dion. Before he bleeds out, Michael uses his powers to rewind time. This go-around, he stabs Crazy before he has the chance to harm them. However, he lets off a single gunshot which penetrates the car windscreen and hits Dion in the neck. Dion dies in Michael's arms, his attempts at intervention having only accelerated her fate. At the end of Supacell, Michael assembles the gang. He intends to travel into the future to acquire as much information as possible about the organization. With that, they can enact their revenge. At the end of Season 1, Charlene and Jasmine are still captive and Dion is dead, so there is plenty of motivation for the crew to take the organization down in Season 2. The final scenes reveal it won't be easy, however. Ray was bad enough, but his overseer Victoria turns out to be much more ruthless. She has Crazy, who has survived, killed, and takes over operations at the Ashington facility. She has a picture of Michael on the tablet she's carrying around, so it's clear that the organization is targeting him and knows he'll be working against them. What do you think? Tell us in the comments and keep watching Film Buff Baby.